Shalom, Meshpuka. This is Yahuah's instructions. You know, Yahuah does not want us to be without instructions. Without instructions, we don't know his plan. We don't know what he wants for us to do. And we will be tossed to and from. We need to know his plan. We need to know what it is that he has for us to do. And he's given us his words full of instructions. I'm jumping right into this. I don't know how long this will be, but here we go. I have a lot of scriptures that I have in my notes here, a lot of scriptures, and I will get this. I will take my time on this one. Jeremiah 35:13, it says, "Thus says Yahuah of hosts, the mighty one of Yasharal, go and tell the men of Yehudah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, will you not receive instruction to obey my words? Says Yahuah." He's asking a question. Will you not, if you call yourself a commandment keeper, a Torah keeper, if you call yourself one that loved the Most High, you should receive his instruction and obey his words. So this is what he's telling you right here in the beginning of this video. He's telling you, get ready to receive these instructions, and not only receive them, but to obey his words. Okay, this is Jeremiah 42:3. That Yahuah, your mighty one, may show us the way. This is, you need to add this to your prayer. That he show us the way in which we should walk and the thing we must do. So many times this is something I give to people. This is where I get it from. I get it from scripture. Make sure, I don't care who you are, I don't care what your situation is, make sure you ask him which way do he want you to go. The way he want me to go in my family may be different than you and your family. Why? Because we have different situations. So you have to ask him what is the way, in which way you want me to go, and what should I do? And then be ready to do whatever he give you, because he will give you those instructions. Ezekiel 2:8. "But you, son of man," he's talking to Ezekiel here. He's also talking to us right here in this particular, because he wants us to do exactly what he told Ezekiel. He says, "Hear what I say to you." So he's telling you, Shema, open up your ears, open up your heart, be ready to receive my words. He says, "Hear what I say to you. Do not be rebellious like that rebellious house." Yasharal, we have woken up, we have awakened to only but to do what? To rebel against him. It's like we woke up and said, yeah, we remember what we did, and we're going to continue to rebel against your word. This is what our people are doing right now. And he's telling us, don't be rebellious like that rebellious house. If he tell us not to get in arguments with people online, not to cause strife, and causes arguments, fussing, and fights with people online, then we shouldn't do it. Don't get caught up in it. He's saying, open your mouth. This is what he's saying right now. Open your mouth and eat what I give you. He's telling you to open your mouth. These scriptures that I'm about to bring out, you have to open your mouth and eat what he's about to give you. 1 Kings 22:17. Now, people don't understand this. And he said, "I saw all Yasharal." I've been trying to get this scripture across to people, but I don't know why some of us, we're still not getting this. "I saw all Yasharal scattered upon the hills as sheep that have no shepherd. And Yahuah said, These have no master. Let them return every man to his house in shalom." So, let me ask you the question. Who is the master of Yasharal? There is no one right now. There's no master. There is no leader. There's no czar. There's no king. There's no one. You look at the camps. They have leaders of a camp. And that particular camp, I don't care which one it is, he is the leader of that camp, not the leader of Yasharal. There is not one that is leading Yasharal. And so he's telling us to go home in shalom. Go home and learn of me. Stay with your families at home. This is the instructions he's commanding us. He's telling us. Jeremiah 16:13. He says, therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that you do not know, neither you nor your fathers, and there you shall serve other mighty ones. We know this scripture day and night, but we don't remember this part. Where I will not show you favor. He is not showing us favor in any of the lands he scattered us in. Our people, once again, without instructions, and they are looking for him to show them favor. How is this? They're looking for him to deliver them. He's going to gather them, and so they're going to stand still and do nothing and wait on him. And we're going to find out what's going to happen to those that sit in these lands where he just promised he's not going to show us favor, and looking for favor, and it's not going to be there. Deuteronomy 30:16. In that I command you today to love Yahuah, your mighty one, to walk in his ways and to keep his commandments. Here are the instructions that we got in Torah. We are to walk in his ways. We are to know his ways. In order to walk in his ways, we must know his ways. In order to know his ways, we must know his word. And to keep his commandments. We can't keep his commandments unless we know his commandments. His statutes. We need to know his statutes and his judgment. We're not able to implement his judgment, but soon we will be able to implement his judgments, that you may live and multiply. And Yahuah, your mighty one, watch this, will barak you in the land which you go to possess. Now, many people won't understand this, but watch this. The people were being told where their baraka comes from. And here it is, we're seeing the baraka come from in the land that we were about to go in and possess. Did he say our baraka is in Babylon? No. Did he say our baraka was in Asia? No. You see, the baraka is in the land. For those that's in the birth canal, the baraka is in the land. You are before your baraka. And this is something we don't understand this. This land, we don't even think about it. Zephaniah 2:1-3. This is what he's telling us. Here are some instructions. Gather yourselves together. We are scattered. And he's saying, gather yourself together. Gather? Yes, gather together. He has to say it twice because we don't never get it the first time. Oh, undesirable nation. We are the nation that's undesirable. They do not desire us, especially the land of our enemies. They hate us. We're not desired there, but yet we're comfortable there. We made our bed there and we're laying in it. Before the decree is issued. What decree? There's a decree coming. I told you. There's a decree. He says before the decree comes, or the day that passes. He says, or the day passes like a shaft before Yahuwah's fierce anger comes upon you. So he's saying that's something we must do before the day of his fierce anger come upon us. Before the day of Yahuwah's anger come upon you. Seek Yahuah, all you meek of the earth. Now, this is for the meek. This is for the humble. This is not for those that's puffed up in knowledge. Oh, we got it all up. We all up in there with the Most High. We got the scriptures. We know the scriptures. You can't tell us nothing. That's not the meek. That's not the humble. That's the proud. That's the braggart. That's the braggadocious person. He says, all you meek of the earth who have upheld his justice. He's telling us, seek righteousness, seek humility, that it may be that you will be hidden in the day of Yahuwah's anger. So there's some people that's going to be hidden in the day of his anger. Yes, there will be people that will be hidden in the day of his anger. But some people will not be hidden. This is Enoch 10:3. And I'm also reading 5. He says, saying, say to him, come in thy name. Listen, conceal yourself. See, here's the people being hidden. And we're being told, let me tell you what's going on here. This is Noah. They telling Noah here to conceal himself. But as Yahushua said, as the days of Noah were, the same thing is happening again. Noah had to conceal himself. And he's telling us, the Father is saying to us, conceal yourself. 5. And now teach them. Teach him how that he may escape. He's telling us, teach them how they may escape. Give them instructions on how to escape. That way they will be without excuse. And how his seed, what seed? This was Noah's seed, but we're talking about Yahshua seed today, the seed of Abraham, our father. But this seed that may remain in all the earth, this seed shall remain in the earth. Isaiah 26:20 says, come, my people. This is the Most High. Here's your instructions. Come, my people, enter your chambers. Those that's within the borders. This is for us. He's saying, come, my people, enter your chambers. When we go into these chambers, when Noah went into the ark, that was it. And shut your doors behind you. When Noah went in that ark and those doors were shut, that was it. The book of Joshua was saying they were beating on the door trying to get in. They had shovels trying to break in, trying to get in. But the doors were shut. None of them got in. And he told them, we've been telling you what's coming. And Noah told them 120 years. And they didn't believe. Hide yourself. You see here? Hide yourself. As it were for a moment, until the indignation is past. There's a moment in time we will have to hide ourselves until this indignation passes. And again, we go into this door. The door will be closed. A wall of fire will be around the people. And no one will be able to come in at that time. It will be too late. Enoch 45:3-4. In that day shall the elect ones sit upon the throne of splendor, and shall choose their condition in countless habitations, while their ruach within them shall be strengthened. Now here is the Son of the Most High going to strengthen these people when they hide. When they behold my elect one, I told you he will be there. When they behold my elect one, for those who have fled for protection. You listen to these people that say we don't have to flee. What is this saying? For those who have fled, past tense. Fled for what? For protection to my Kadash and majestic name. Those that's of the righteous, you will see this. But those of the wicked, those that rebel, they will never see this. And they will go right on, continue teaching. Babylon is everywhere. You can't flee Babylon. You can't flee for protection. In that day I will cause my elect one to dwell in the midst of them. I told you. Here it is. Here it is. He's going to dwell in the midst of them. And will change the face of Shamaim, and will barak it, and will enlighten it forever. This is some of the instructions. This is what's coming. Enoch 90:4-5. And Enoch said, hear my children. Here are some instructions from Enoch. Every word of your father, and listen in uprightness to the voice of my mouth, for I would gain your attention. He says, pay attention here while I address you, my beloved. Be attached to integrity. Here is your instructions. The Most High is saying, be attached to integrity. This is why we had to come from among them, so that we can be attached to integrity and walk in it. Approach not integrity with a double heart, nor be associated with the double-minded men. We should not be associated with people that's double-minded, but walk, my children, in righteousness, which will conduct you in good paths. When you walk in righteousness, he says it will conduct you in good paths. And be truth your companion. We should be walking in truth and righteousness towards each other, and not living a lie, being honest and righteous before each other, helping each other.